Hey everyone, Jamie Meloni, your host of the all-new That Business Show 2.0, where business becomes show business. Each and every weekday morning, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., we talk with different entrepreneurs, business professionals, political and community leaders about success and about their business and about what it is that helps make their business tick. And we want to hear from you as well. You can come onto the program by visiting tbsinterview.com for more information. My guest today, Michael Calloway, founder and CEO of Create Amazing LLC. He's an event planner, also in the DJ business, specializing in event organizing, branding, marketing, websites, niche events. And so I'm very excited to speak with Mr. Michael Calloway today. So Michael, welcome into the program today.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you for having me on the show.
So first off, tell us a little bit about your brand, Create Amazing LLC, and just give us the overview of your company.
Well, a brief rundown of Create Amazing. It's a marketing and branding firm. We facilitate a lot of marketing and branding through niche events. So we specialize in a lot of niche events here in the Charlotte market.
Okay, now, you know, we do a lot of events here in Tampa Bay, and one of the problems that we always have with events is getting people to events. And so that's the first topic that I want to cover. There's so much out there. There's so much distraction every day. We're getting invited to things left and right on social media. You know, how do you make your event stand out from a business perspective, first of all? What are some tips that you can share for like a professional event?
Well, you wanna stand out with different things. So time is big too. So the time of your event, how long your event is, the duration of the actual event, the location of the actual event, all of that stuff plays. The theme of your actual event, and you want to make sure you pick something that's not happening every day, something that requires a person to come out and have a unique experience.
Okay, so what type of, would you say in terms of a length of an event? Let's say we're doing, for instance, I lead an organization called the Tampa Bay Business Owners here in the Tampa Bay Marketplace. Once a year, we do a business expo event called the Business Symposium. We usually get anywhere between 300 and 400 people at the event, which in our marketplace is considered to be very good. If people are getting in excess of 500 people in our marketplace at a professional event, they're doing a stellar job. And so it's very difficult to get people at the events. So for like an expo style event, how would you advise me to set this up to make it appeal to more and more business professionals?
What activities would you have in the expo?
We have vendor tables set up for, to market people's business. That's one of the income sources for the business. We have a couple breakout sessions, educational sessions. We will have a couple of speakers at the event. And the event is designed, again, from about 9 a.m. to about 4 p.m. with the idea to bring different business owners together to showcase their business and also collaborate and educate through some breakout sessions. So how could we get more business owners excited and want to come to an event like that?
What day of the week is this happening?
We typically do that on Thursday or Friday. And it's an annual event, and we hold it in October. But that's just one of the different type of events that we do, and other business owners will do something similar. And so trying to find out, how can we get that to attract more people?
Well, I mean, are you trying to attract the general public or specifically more business owners?
More business owners, but it's also open to the general public. But our organization markets to business professionals. So how can we get more business owners to the event?
Well, it depends on what kind of, a small business is probably going to need to be at that business from 9 to 4 on a Thursday. A Saturday might be better off for that time. People will probably be running their business during those hours, so I'm not sure.
We have thought about that, and you think business owners would attend events on the weekend? That's one of the misconceptions, or I should say conceptions, that I've never really had thought of, is doing something on the weekend. Would you as a business owner be apt to come out to something on a weekend?
I would be more apt to come out to something on a weekend, especially if my business was closed. I would be more interested in making money during the time that my business would be open than coming to the expo on a Thursday.
Okay.
But on a Saturday when my business would be closed, I would have way more interest in the show. I would definitely come.
All right. So tell me about some of the different niche events that you do. I was looking over at your website and also what you had sent over. I see you've organized things like LGBTQ dating, niche
Right.
events like that. Take us through some of the different niche events that you have hosted.
Well, some of our niche events, I do an urban art showcase. It's called Paint and Play. So that's just it's a fusion of the arts. So you have live artists that paint acrylics, watercolors, abstract art, just different mediums of art. We have spoken word artists that come there, live music, comedians, different things along those lines. That's a Paint and Play event. We do a LGBTQ speed dating event, which is just what it sounds like. It's a speed dating event for the Pride community. So that's basically just speed dating with a twist. So we stand people up, we take the tables out. It's kind of like musical chairs, but
Hmm.
without the chairs.
All
And
right.
then we also have I have a big sneaker expo coming up Memorial Day weekend on May 27th. That'll have about 1,000 people.
Wow, that's incredible. I mean, we've never held an event to get over 1,000 people. How receptive, and you're in Charlotte, are people to your events? And I see that you have, again, a great brand behind your organization. You're in the entertainment business, but how is it that you have gotten noticed in the event business and event planning industry?
Well, I had a few connections and a few relationships prior, but it through mainstream media, I'm constantly on television. I'm on the news constantly. I'm constantly on FM radio. I'm constantly in the newspaper. So just through mainstream media and mainstream promotion.
Okay, and you're talk to me about your entertainment business. I see that you're on FM radio. Are you a regular host of a show in your marketplace?
Oh no, I was just a DJ.
Just a DJ, but you
Right,
make
right.
appearances on the different shows and stuff.
Oh, weekly.
And DJing, tell me about that because that's something that I've thought about bringing into a business. How would you think that a DJ would interact with like a business professional event? Would that be something that business owners may think about adding to a more of a professional event?
I mean, well, music is always nice. Um, but in 2017, things have changed where a lot of your Pandora and a lot of playlists have come into the equation. So it kind of is pushing out the DJ, those type of platforms. But music is always nice. It's always a good way to interact with the crowd. It's always it can't hurt being a
Yeah,
professional.
that's something I think that a lot of people can improve on in our marketplace is the use of music of some type of DJ. Some do it. We haven't done it at our professional events. We do another event Christmas in July where we will have a DJ, but that's more of a social event versus a business expo. And the DJ business. Let me talk to you a little bit about that. Is that how you got into event? Were you a DJ first and then found event planning? Take me through your career progression.
Right. I was a DJ first, and then from being a DJ, it's almost like when you're on the news. Every news anchor wants to be the producer, right? At
Right.
some point, you want to go further up on the chain. So I had to go from being the talent to being the one that was organizing and finding the talent.
Okay. So how did you make that progression? Now, did you start as a DJ just for fun out of your bedroom or something, and then turned it into a business? How did that part of your life develop?
Well, that started in high school, so this is 15 years ago. Um, I was DJing then, so that's kind of how that started. Just like you said, in my bedroom for fun. Actually, it's exactly how it started.
And I've
But
always and so from that, then you developed the Create Amazing LLC brand.
right.
And so, how do you pair the two together? When you host an event, do you also DJ the events yourself?
No, a lot of our events don't necessarily have DJs. So, but I might make a playlist, or I might we'll use like a playlist really just to play. But a lot of our events we won't have live DJs.
Okay. And I've always been I'm a huge music lover, and this is a question I always ask of DJs. Like I'll watch, I've never attended, but I'll watch like recordings of like the Ultra Music Festival, and I see the DJs, and I never understand specifically what the DJ is doing in terms of the music. Do they produce the music and mix it all together? Because when they're standing on stage, it seems like they just hit a few buttons and then the music plays. How is the DJ interacting with the creation and the production of the music today that we hear from them?
Well, DJ is just beat matching. So you're just matching the beats, just the BPM, the beats per minute. You're just lining up the beats per minute, and you're just matching the sounds.
Okay, so I mean, are they creating whole new soundtracks based on somebody else's music, or are you just mixing your own beats?
Well, I mean, you're just playing the top 40 or whatever genre that you're required to play for that night or that specific event. So let's say if it was a top 40 event, you would just be playing whatever was on the Billboard top 40 from 1 to 40.
Okay.
We'll play those specific songs.
All right. I mean, because I'm a huge lover of the dance music, the sounds, the ultra music festival type of sounds.
Sure.
But again, I've just always wondered, what goes into the production and the beat matching, as you call that. How much time did it take you to develop that that talent?
Everyday practice. I mean, it's definitely an everyday practice. Whatever you're going to do, you're going to have to work at it every single day.
Are they still doing I remember in the 80s, they scratched the records and stuff. Are they still doing that? And I always wondered, how is it that you don't damage the record when you do that?
Oh, well, I mean, there are no records now. Everything's digital.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So how do you get that scratch sound these days from your music?
You can still get it through certain controllers and certain DJ equipment. Pioneer makes a good DJ set. So does Newmark. Well, you can still scratch, but if you want that old school vinyl, that sound,
right.
You need to have the vinyls.
Gotcha. Now, your brand, Create Amazing LLC, is much more than just event planning. It's much more than DJ. You also go into branding, logo design, website, things of that nature. So I want to take a break, but when we come back from the break, I want to talk with Michael about developing a brand, about logo design, all the different components that a business owner needs to have when they step out into a business. So many of us get into business without knowing the steps that we need to take. And so Michael's going to take us through some of the different steps that you need to have when you open up that business. And one of those first steps, again, getting that website design and getting that logo in place, a mistake that I see a lot of people make here in Tampa Bay. They go right out to business and they forget about developing the brand. And the brand is really, the backbone of your organization. And that's what's going to continue to drive people to your business. So again, you're listening to the all-new That Business Show 2.0. We're here weekday mornings at 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. on demand on iTunes as well as on YouTube. Just go to thatyoutubechannel.com for all videos available in high definition. You're listening to That Business Show 2.0 with Jamie Meloni, where business becomes show business.
Hi, welcome to Yeager's. We just want to take a minute and show you what we're all about. At Yeager's, our primary business is hardwood flooring, although we are remodelers for kitchen, bath, and general construction. We operate a fleet of shop-at-home vans that have all the flooring type products, hardwood flooring, laminate flooring, tiles, stone, what have you. So we're able to come out first with products in our vehicles and take a look at the setting, how the colors will work, and then to be able to come up with some options and ideas for you. If that's not good enough, we have a large distribution center that we inventory product and have a nice display area.
Hi, Jackie Skelton from JR World Travel here. If you travel, you need a licensed professional travel consultant, not a computer. Your licensed professional consultant can get you more for your time and your money. Value for your money and experience, not marketing salesmanship. When you're sick, you call the doctor. When you need legal advice, you call an attorney. So the next time you want to go on any type of travel, call your licensed professional travel consultant who actually represents you. We specialise in group travel, family reunions, weddings, to escorting large groups or making special arrangements for the disabled. Please call 844-249-0190. We are a full-service travel consultancy offering worldwide concierge service. Air, land, sea, rivers, resorts, locally, nationally and internationally. Remember that number, 844-249-0190.
Hello, everyone. Jamie Meloni back here, host of That Business Show 2.0, where business becomes show business. Again, we talk with different business professionals each and every weekday morning here on TampaBayRadio.com and also available on demand on iTunes and YouTube. We also stream the show each morning inside our Facebook group. If you go to That Business Network inside of Facebook, you can join the group. It is a free group to join, and each and every morning at 7 a.m., the new episodes of the show come out. And we also put in there the events as they are coming up, or the different speakers and guests that are going to be on the program. So that's one source in addition to TampaBayRadio.com, where you can know of the different guests that are coming up in the program. So go to That Business Network. That's the name of the group. It's a public group. It's free to join, and you can see the live new episodes each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. It's also over on our YouTube channel at that YouTube channel.com, and then it's on demand at iTunes and also high definition video available over on our YouTube channel. We've done over 600 shows now, going back some 2 years on this program and a year and a half before that when I was doing just the real estate show. So a lot of content, a lot of entrepreneurial interviews and discussions with many different business and community leaders, and just a great way to learn about the business here on That Business Show. My guest right now, Michael Calloway, founder and CEO of Create Amazing LLC, based out of Charlotte, specializing in niche events, also in the DJ and event planning business. And part of your business, or a large part of your business, Michael, has to do with branding and marketing. And so let's talk about that. A new business owner comes to you and he says, all right, I'm looking to do X, Y, or Z. What do you help them with? How can you help me get this new business started? What would you advise me from the start?
Okay, well, actually, that's my main business. That's the main course of our business. But as far as getting you started with that, you want to get you a website, definitely interactive website. So you want it to be mobile. You want to have your desktop version. You want to have different things going on.
Now, when you say interactive, that's a new term that I've only come to know about over the last couple of years. You're talking about the ability of it to display on desktop and then look good on mobile as well, correct?
Right, mobile and tablet.
Okay,
yeah.
All right, go ahead, continue.
Okay, so you want to get your logo, definitely. You want your logo to match your mission. You want it to match your statement, your brand. Colors can invoke different emotions and different things out of people. So depending on what type of colors you use, colors is also very important. You don't want to, depending on what kind of business and what kind of website, it's always situational, but you don't want to make it overly informative. You don't want to have a lot of writing and random.
I'm seeing a trend with websites that are more simple these days versus more informative, like you said. They're more of a lead capture site. I go to a lot of sites now expecting to kind of read up, because I'm a guy who likes to learn and study, but I see a big thing in the center, capture email for this, and just a little tidbits of information. And so that's really the trend.
Right. So you want to make it as user-friendly as possible.
Okay. All right. So the website, a simple website, being a component of proper brand development. Now you mentioned colors also. Do different colors correspond with different industries? I've heard different analysis of what different colors invoke in people. Like red on a woman invokes like a powerful speaker or something, and blue, a soft blue, is a softer tone. How do you incorporate, or how do you advise on color selection in a brand?
It would all depend on the brand and the direction of the brand, but red is a color that stands out. So you'll see a lot, the stop sign, the red light. So it's a color that stands out, that catches your eye. So you'll see a lot of things with red. McDonald's has red in it. Wendy's has red in it. Burger King has red in it. Shell gas station has red. And so it's all over the place.
What about the shade of the color versus a hard, deep, dark red versus a more of a transparent red? Do those invoke different emotions and feelings as well, the shade of the color?
It will, but it will still catch your eye the same way.
Okay.
So all it's about, as far as logos are concerned and colors will be concerned, it's about catching your eye to bring your vision over there.
I've always been a big fan of the color blue. My logo is a blue and white selection. What does blue tell about a people or a brand? I've always thought of it as I like blue because it's the sky. That's where I always get that from.
Well, yeah, that too. So blue is more or less it's an earth tone color. It kind of represents more of a softer vibe, more of a water flowing, more of a free spirited type of energy. It's something that you see more kind of towards any type of holistic brands, you see typically, see the color blue.
Any colors or color patterns or matches that people should be advised against? Two colors that don't work well, something like a red and a black going together, or something, or a green and a blue going together. Anything that you would advise against putting two colors together with?
Well, I wouldn't advise against any colors. I mean, your creativity, I wouldn't want to stand in the way of a person's creativity, but you should look to match the colors with sports teams, right? Because they're already out there. They already have colors. There's already hundreds of millions of dollars behind that branding. So to match your colors with colors of sports teams, particularly in your area, in your market.
Is there any worries with using the colors of another team? I mean, you can't take somebody's logo or slogan, for instance, but colors. There's no protection on color selection, right? So you can take the local college as colors without any fear of repercussions. Correct?
Sure, and you see it all the time in the sneaker business. You'll see the sneakers match the university or the team all the time.
Okay. All right. So we're talking about, a interactive, simple website, informative, is good, but simple is much more the trend. Make sure that it's interactive, selecting the colors of your business, a two pattern color design that fits well. Take, for instance, your college sports team in the area, or a professional sports team, something that's going to stand out, some recommendations there. Mission statement. That's something that a lot of people overlook. How should somebody begin to work on and devise the mission statement?
Well, the mission statement should be clear, it should be concise, and it shouldn't really be more than 2 or 3 sentences. You don't need a essay about what your mission is. It should be very, very clear and concise, and just relay that information to the general public as easy as you can.
Yeah, nothing more. I would say probably 4 or 5 sentences.
Right. Mission,
it goes hand in hand with vision. I see those two used interchangeably. So that's one of the other steps that you want to have with your business. After that, what do we need to do? We need to get business cards in order, slogan. What do you advise after that? What are some of the other things that you would do in your business for a new business owner?
Well, you should definitely get business cards. You should definitely think about a slogan or a tagline, if applicable, because it's not always necessary to have a slogan or a tagline. You should definitely think about your social media presence. You want to be on every platform under your business, and it should all match. Your name on every social media should be your business name. You should have the same name everywhere.
Now, you talk about social media and being on every platform. That overwhelms a lot of people getting onto the different platforms. So if they were to make just one selection in what platform they want to be on a professional level, which one would you choose first?
It depends on who they were trying to attract as customer. If you wanted millennials, younger generation, you would need to go to Instagram or Snapchat. For an older demographic, you would want to do Facebook and Twitter.
Okay. Yeah, Instagram, a platform that I'm on, but I don't use it, and I'm hearing more and more about it. Snapchat, same thing. I myself am a big fan of Facebook and LinkedIn, and recently have been developing Twitter. But yeah, if you want to reach the millennials, that's a great tip. They are on Snapchat. They are on Instagram. I'm not sure what it is about those versus the others. They all seem kind of the same to me, but culturally speaking, they're different. And so which platform has benefited your business the best?
Facebook and Instagram.
Why is that? Why would you say those
YouTube.
two?
Well, YouTube has been our biggest beneficiary. Was definitely been YouTube. With YouTube, because we produce a lot of videos for our event, so you can actually see what's going on at the actual event. We do a lot of recap videos. We do a lot of lead up videos. So we're really, really big on the visual aspect. So YouTube, that's why Snapchat is popular, because it's just all videos. It's just short videos, right? Instagram, the same thing. It's just pictures.
Now, a lot of the trend is video. I've been on radio for 2 years. Recently moved this to a podcast, but we have always incorporated video because I'm a big believer in the movement of podcasts. But I believe down the road that video will overtake the podcast, and so having a YouTube channel, which we do, that YouTubechannel.com, definitely helps you stand out. Do you have you said a YouTube channel? What's your YouTube channel, or do you have a specific channel?
Everything social media is Create Amazing LLC.
Okay, so
So
create.
on any platform, it's going to be the same. Create Amazing LLC.
All right, Create Amazing LLC. Check out his YouTube channel and his brands as well as all across social media. Now let's talk about when you developed your event planning company. You know, how did you make that first sale? How did you develop credibility? Did it extend from your business as a DJ, or how did you make that transition work?
Well, the transition worked through the media, through the mainstream media. That gave immense credibility initially. Like I was on Fox 46 Charlotte News with the very first event that I did. So from there on, everything just spiraled from there.
And it all transcended off of the DJ and the music industry. Music being a great motivator. A great takeaway that I've gotten from this interview is the incorporation of music at the events. Don't be afraid to bring in a little sound to your events. I'm a big fan of all things music. One last question here. We got to wrap this up. But where are we going to see your business in 5 years? What's the outlook for Create Amazing LLC?
In 5 years, we'll be a traveling show, more like show business. So I'll produce a lot of shows, kind of like plays that I can bring to different cities, and you can book the actual show. Different promoters will be able to book our shows throughout the country.
All right. Well, today we've been talking with Michael Calloway, founder and CEO of Create Amazing LLC, based out of Charlotte, again, in the event planning niche, event planning business, also in branding and marketing your business. And so if you could use his services, reach out to him, createamazingllc.com. Again, createamazingllc.com. And be sure to look him up on all the different social media accounts under that name, Create Amazing LLC. So, Michael, we greatly appreciate you being on the program today, and we wish you the best of luck and look forward to hearing some music from you as well.
You too. Thanks for having me, Jamie. You guys have a great day.
Absolutely. And again, you'll find us here weekdays, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. on TampaBayRadio.com. And also join our Facebook group, That Business Network, and you can catch the new episodes each weekday morning via Facebook Live and then on demand on iTunes and YouTube. You've been listening to the all-new That Business Show 2.0 with Jamie Meloni, where business becomes show business.
Hi, welcome to Yeager's. We just want to take a minute and show you what we're all about. At Yeager's, our primary business is hardwood flooring, although we are remodelers for kitchen, bath, and general construction. We operate a fleet of shop-at-home vans that have all the flooring-type products, hardwood flooring, laminate flooring, tiles, stone, what have you. So we're able to come out first with products in our vehicles and take a look at the setting, how the colors will work, and then to be able to come up with some options and ideas for you. If that's not good enough, we have a large distribution center that we inventory product and have a nice display area.
Hey everyone, Jamie Meloni, your host of the all-new That Business Show 2.0, where business becomes show business. Today we're going to be talking about the fitness business. I got Daniel Neary with me today, founder and CEO of 4U Fitness, customized personal training. You'll learn more about this throughout the discussion at the website 4u-fitness.com. That's the number 4, the letter u-fitness.com. So Daniel, welcome in today.
Thank you very much.
So I know you have a very unique training method or program that's associated with this fitness business, and you use some type of apparatus or a machine. You connect people up to these electrodes, and I'm probably describing it terribly. So I'm just let you take over. Describe the 4U Fitness model.
Okay, so you weren't off, by the way.
Okay.
So we developed a high-tech invention that allows you to get a 3-hour workout in just 20 minutes.
3-hour workout in just 20 minutes. Okay, that's definitely time saving. Okay.
Yes, definitely. That was our whole goal because no one has time to work out, and people still believe that they need to, work out 2 to 3 hours per day in order to get the results that they want.
Okay.
So we wanted to teach them that's not the only way, and so we came up with this workout solution that you put on a full bodysuit to wear to exercise. And when you have it on, you're also connected into our machine. And then you also see yourself on a 3D screen, something like this, a big screen. And you have all of your muscles showcased and shows all the information, how they contract and how much you use of them.
Okay, so it's a one-on-one session. You have different electrodes that are sticking to your body and a machine. And so it's through electrical impulse and stimulation, it's tricking the muscles, right, into making them think it's doing more work than what it is, correct? Can you explain that?
Yes, so it's not as much as tricking, it's actually like contracting them.
Okay, so it's not a trick. Okay, all right.
Yes, so what it does is, let's say if you lift about, just saying an example, 200 pounds, and we hook you up to our equipment and you would do squats. We would set up the same way. So we put the same amount of pressure with our machine on your body and muscles that you would lift when you squat 200 pounds.
Okay.
But without touching a single pound of weight. So the cool thing is it doesn't put any pressure on your joints.
Okay, so you go through, for instance, a squat. You would go through just a normal squatting motion, but you're going to feel as if you have 200 pounds on your shoulders or whatever it is that you're comfortable with lifting, then, correct?
Yes, on your muscles, deep down, but not like on your body or on your joints.
And we got some pictures of it there up on the screen. And so what, people come in, they just do 20 minutes on that?
Yes, so people come in, well, first time is a little bit longer,
okay.
Just because, walking you through the process and all these things, and then we have to explain how it works, and, you have to...
It looks like it'd probably take longer to get suited up than it does to work out, for the looks of that picture. Yeah. How long does it take to get prepared for that?
I know everyone says that when they, see that. So, well, the cool thing is when you're a client and we already know what size you were and when you come in,
right,
then it's already ready for you. So when you walk in, we put on the suit right away, and it shouldn't take longer than 5 to 6 minutes, to set you up and start training.
And do you go through a full body workout in that 20 minutes? You hit every major muscle group?
Yes, every single time. That's our whole point. So let's say you come in on Monday and you do a whole body workout, then you won't be training again till Thursday because you need full 48 hours to recover from it. And you don't need to.
And you're saying you only need to do this 2 times a week?
Yes. So some people can do 3 times, but we always start out everyone 2 times a week to make sure that we're not, doing too much or doing enough, for example. So we test and see if they need more or they need less.
Now, I know different people in different areas of fitness have different goals. I mean, the average person wants to just lose weight, but other people may want to gain muscle mass. Is this method effective for both people who want to just lose weight versus people who just want to gain muscle mass? Can you cater this method to people with all their different fitness goals?
Yes, so it's amazing thing because, well, our main client is we basically target for a full lifestyle change and whatever that is. So it could be muscle building or it could be fat loss, but we also mainly target for fat loss. And when we have people who are there to build muscle, we can do that as well. And it's just really how we use the machine. So we can use it for many, many things. And it's also the way they need to set up their eating as well. Because, you know, if they don't eat enough food, they're never going to put on muscle. We can tear down the muscle as much as we want, and we can give them the hardest workout they ever experience. But if they don't recover from it, then there is, you know, no point.
And do you at your business have people from all areas of fitness that participate in this, from the, you know, the person who, again, I'm overweight, I need to lose weight, to the people who actively compete in athletics?
Yes, glad you actually said that, because we have all of the above you just said. So we have people who dare to lose tons of weight. We have people who lost over 120 pounds with us. Yeah, on our website it's all over. And we have people who just, you know, want to cut down a little bit, or we have people who are competing, like Aaron Stern, 2-time Miss Olympia. And you know, when they use the machine for professional use, that's also an advantage for them. And we have a couple athletes that use it for their advantage, you know, to learn how to use all the muscle fibers that they did not know how to use without the machine in their sport, basically.
Now, does this machine strictly work on muscle development? What about cardiovascular? Let's say I want to improve my running time. Would this be something that would benefit me on a cardiovascular level too?
So we can definitely do that, meaning you can actually wear the suit, set up because we have cardio program, we just don't really use it, because we mainly do it, you know, again, for fat loss or muscle building. But if we have people, which we had before, who all of a sudden decided that, all right, I would like to train for a marathon or half marathon, then we can put on the suit, for example, and we set them up on the treadmill, and we come up with the interval training like they would train for the marathon, but with the suit on. That way we activate their all the way through their whole muscles in the body while they are moving around.
What's the history behind this technology? You would think that you would see more of this. I know you had said that over in Europe this is in use a lot. You've got it here in the States, and it's growing very well. What's the history behind this technology?
So, long time ago, it was used, I believe the first time when it was used in professional sports was in 1978 when the Russian hockey team was using it. Not obviously not the same suit because technology, but electric muscle stimulation for strength and conditioning was used at that time, and they used it for a long time. And then after that, it went into also the space program. First, the Russian used it, then I believe NASA used it. I think that was the lineup, and but they mainly used it with the, let's say, wrong setting for, not for muscle building. So they used it for pain relief and with the back problems and all these things, you know. And then after that, in Europe, it took off for rehabilitation. And then after that, they put it into for athletes use, just because they can activate so much more muscle fibers. And then after that, it just blew up once the athletes start using it and saw the results that they got with it. And
okay,
then,
you mentioned the back, because I've had lower back pain, and I've been in and out of chiropractor offices a lot. And so I know what you're talking about with regard to that little device, or that device they put on your back. And I always call it the pins and needles machines, because that's what it feels like. And if they turn that thing up too high, it hurts. But if they keep it at a moderate or a low setting, it's like a nice little massage. So, but what's going on? So my muscles are contracting and releasing or something in relation to the impulse, and so that's the same thing that's going on here?
Yes, so the machine that you're referring to is basically it's a TENS unit, and that's for neurostimulation, which is mainly for pain relief and rehabilitation.
Okay.
So ours is a EMS device for strength and conditioning and fat loss mainly, but we can of course set it up the same way as the TENS unit that you're referring to for pain relief as well. So what you say, because I have really bad back problems too, and when I go to my person, she also has these smaller units that they put on my back, and it's just like you just said. I explained the same way you just did.
The pins and needles, yeah. I love it. They turn up too high, that thing can really hurt and stuff.
Yeah, so that's what it looks like. It does. So it concentrates the blood flow there. That's one, because we don't have as much there, because it activates all the muscle fibers around it, and then it also pulls everything together and opens them up, and that helps you strengthen the area. So for example, in my case, in the lower back, it moves out of position lots of times because it's weak, and then this actually strengthening it, and it goes all the way deep down.
Is this something that somebody needs to incorporate more than 2 days a week of exercise into another program, or is just the 2 days a week, 20 minutes a day enough to get people, where they should be physically?
What we recommend, if someone who is really into fitness and they really love to work out, it's hard to tell them, that, okay, you have been working out seven times a week or something like that. Now you're just going to do 2 times a week.
Right.
It's a hard sell,
Right.
So we
But it's
introduced.
not a hard sell to people like me. It's like, oh, man, 20 minutes twice a week, I could do that.
But that's a good thing. When they come in, well, first of all, they try it. And then after that, once they try it, they usually sold on it. But it's still hard, to get them to quit because they're so used to it. It's just a habit. But then once they see the results, they are able to go down. But what to recommend, let's say a cool setup would be for a person who also loves to lift weights and doesn't want to give it up. It could be either Monday, Friday, they train on a machine, and Wednesday they do conventional. Or Monday, Friday they do conventional, and Wednesday they do the machine. And that way they get both benefits of the both, but they don't need more than that, so you don't need anything extra.
How does the cost of this program compare to the typical personal trainer that somebody would go and get, at a gym or, outside of a gym?
So the cool thing is that we are around the same price as a good personal trainer in the area, and on top of that we have the time though. So first of all, you only see us twice a week on average, and you only see us for a half an hour with changing. And we charge $65 per session for that. And other studios usually charge around the same price, but you see them for 45 minutes to an hour and more than twice a week.
Right, yeah, that's about what a personal trainer costs. And so for 2 times a week, you go there and get some amazing results. Do you have package plans? Do you put people like on a 3, 6, 12-month program?
So the good thing you said that, because we do not do any contracts whatsoever, and there are no fees, no nothing. So what we do instead is pay as you go, and you can buy, yes, 10 sessions, for example, 20 sessions, 5, or even 1 if you wanted to, but it's basically all the same price. And besides, we have, you can basically, if you tell us that you're going to be month to month, we can set it up, and it's a little bit cheaper because you can pay basically per month that you come, let's say, twice a week. But there's no, like, let's say if you decide, okay, I don't want to come next month, that's fine. I mean, we're not going to charge you, and if you want to stop, you can stop, and your sessions never expire either.
Very cool.
And the only contracts, we actually guarantee the client's results. So when they come in, we tell them and let them know that, listen, I mean, if you don't get the results, you can get your money back. So it's simple as,
Well, people can reach out 800-421-5850. Again, 800-421-5850, or visit the website 4u-fitness.com. Again, the number 4, the letter u-fitness.com. When we come back from the break, he's also the author of Fit Biz, Secrets of a 7-Figure Gym. And so we're going to talk a little bit about the ins and outs of being a gym owner in addition to his workout regimen here at 4U Fitness. You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Meloni, where business becomes show business.
Hi, welcome to Jaegers. We just want to take a minute and show you what we're all about. At Jaegers, our primary business is hardwood flooring, although we are remodelers for kitchen, bath, and general construction. We operate a fleet of shop-at-home vans that have all the flooring-type products, hardwood flooring, laminate flooring, tiles, stone, what have you. So we're able to come out first with products in our vehicles and take a look at the setting, how the colors will work, and then to be able to come up with some options and ideas for you. If that's not good enough, we have a large distribution center that we inventory product and have a nice display area.
Hi, Jackie Skelton from JR World Travel here. If you travel, you need a licensed professional travel consultant, not a computer. Your licensed professional consultant can get you more for your time and your money. Value for your money and experience, not marketing salesmanship. When you're sick, you call the doctor. When you need legal advice, you call an attorney. So the next time you want to go on any type of travel, call your licensed professional travel consultant who actually represents you. We specialise in group travel, family reunions, weddings, to escorting large groups or making special arrangements for the disabled. Please call 844-249-0190. We are a full-service travel consultancy offering worldwide concierge service. Air, land, sea, rivers, resorts, locally, nationally and internationally. Remember that number, 844-249-0190.
Welcome back to the all-new That Business Show 2.0, where business becomes show business. Talking with Daniel Neary, founder and CEO of For You Fitness, customized personal training, which uses a unique suit that uses electrical impulse and stimulation to contract the muscles and reduce your workout time to just 2 20-minute workouts per week, and you're going to get amazing results. And just look at the guy. That's what he does too, and he's sitting here and he looks amazing and compared to myself here. So I always love talking fitness with people because I get some great information every time I talk with people in this area. I'm really excited to talk about his book, which is an Amazon bestseller, FitBiz, Secrets of a 7-Figure Gym. And people can also pick this up at the website fitbizbook.com in addition to Amazon. So first off, I want to talk about what this book did for your business, because that's a lot of times when I'm talking with different authors, and some that we mention a lot to differentiate yourself on a business or in your business, is writing that book. So first off, tell me what this book did for your business.
In short, a lot. On the longer version, I was asked already to speak in a couple bigger gigs, and they even offered me higher pay. And usually they don't even ask for it, but they offered it like upfront. Mm-hmm. And I had people who reached out to me about the book to become clients. When I mean clients, they needed help with their fitness business. And it could be just as random as I get an email and then they're like, hey, what do you think about this? And I responded back, freely, not saying anything. And a guy is like, well, okay, what do you say if we fly you out here and we sit down and talk more?
Wow.
So it was a kind of a bigger gym that needed some help, and they were, because of the book, they just stumbled up on it online, because when it becomes a bestseller, Amazon also showcases it that this is today's bestsellers, right, for example, and that's how he stumbled up on that book and found me, for example.
Wow. And how long did it take you to put the book together and get it, published and in a format?
The only way I see this happening, by the way, and I talk to many people about this, and is just do it right away. And it took me 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah,
that's all it took. I mean, it's a little bit time consuming, but you listen to the results that he's already gotten from writing the book. Getting speaking engagements. That's something that I hear a lot from people. It opens up speaking engagements more and more, and so speaking engagements, clients, higher pay for a 3-month investment at his own pace, and then put together an amazing book. And so let's talk about some of the takeaways in this book for people that are in the fitness business. You open up with key mistakes that gym owners make. And so let's talk to people about this area of entrepreneurism. What are some mistakes then that people are doing in a gym business?
And the cool thing is that this book definitely was written for gym owners, but I had many people who already read it, just entrepreneurs, and they actually reached out to me, and some I didn't even know, attorneys as well, who own their own business, and they said that I love this book because it was like like a punch in the stomach for them, because if I say that right, yeah. Because it's not. It's really just going through what entrepreneurship is and what you need to do and how to work on your business instead of in your business. And it walks you through the whole process from the very beginning to all the way till the end, and how to scale up, and all about tracking all the money, where it's going in and out, and all these things step by step is broken down very clearly in it. And it's almost for any business owner, but it's strictly I wrote it for gym owners, but that was the feedback I got.
Very cool. So not just for the business or the gym owners, anybody in entrepreneurship can benefit from this book. So again, go back to that question then, what are some of the mistakes then that people are making, when they open up a gym, for instance?
So the number one is that I see is most personal trainers, including myself when I first started it about 5 years ago, think that the reason why they open a gym is because let's say they love what they are doing, so they love training clients, right? but that's not really how it's supposed to be. So what I try to say is that you're amazing at training clients, and your clients tell you that oh, you should open up your own store and you make more money and all these things, right? But it opens up whole another kind of worms, of course. It's like saying to a pilot that, oh my God, you are flying this airplane so nice. Why don't you open up your own airport?
Right.
I mean, there's no way.
I see that correlation a lot of times with people who can cook well, and they think they can run a restaurant because they're good cooks and stuff too, right?
No, yeah, that's a perfect example. I should have used that in the book. But yeah, I used the pilot example in it. But yes, I agree 100%. So if you're a personal trainer and if you run a studio, or I mean, you want to run a studio, you should read some books. Start with this one, hopefully, because it will save you lots of headaches, lots of years, and lots of mistakes. And once you read it, which if you become a business owner, you definitely have to read anyways, a lot.
Is it more advisable for somebody who is in the fitness business, who wants to start their own business, is it more advisable for them to just go into personal training and do one-on-one versus opening up like a big box gym facility? What would you advise is more viable?
It's really up to them, but they have to ask the right questions for themselves. Because if they know how to run a business, or they have a business degree, or if they just learned a lot, or they have coaches, or they have people to support, then yes, I prefer that they go ahead and go into running their own studio and create their own gym. However, they're not going to train a single client because that's not what they need to do. So then they are not into training clients. But if they love training clients, then they should definitely go on to, I would prefer they go to a boutique gym because they pay more, and they work there, and then if they get enough experience, or they want more than just training clients, then they could look into maybe owning or just in a higher role within the business.
The gym business, and correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of franchises available in that
Yes.
model too. How is the franchising business for a gym owner? I mean, those franchises obviously have a lot of benefits. It's a ready-made planned out business, comes with, higher costs and less control. But, how is it to be like a franchise owner in the gym business?
So, well, we franchise our business as well. So technically people...
Okay, you're a franchise too then. Okay,
Yes.
people out there can take advantage of this franchise too.
Yeah, and if someone who doesn't know how to run a business, then and doesn't want to put in the time and the hours of learning it and reading books, then I highly recommend that they do a franchise. Not saying my franchise, but a fitness franchise, because that will give them so much of a support that they would not have. And I mean, you would have to reinvent the whole wheel if you want to start your own company. So why don't you just go in and start one that's already proven?
Now, also in the book, you talk about why do clients leave, and this is going to have takeaways in all areas of business. Why do clients leave you in whatever it is business that you do? Why do clients leave?
Believe it or not, and I'm pretty sure you already know this, but most businesses uses the what do you call it, the hell approach. What I mean is, let's say you're passing away, and then let's say an agent comes up to you and says that you're at the gate of hell. The gate of heaven, and then it will tell you that, hey, listen, are you sure you want to go in there? Because I can just give you a tour of hell real quick, and then well, yeah, I'm okay. Let me just go into heaven, and then the agent would be like, oh, trust me, you're just 7 days, no fees, no nothing. Just try us for absolutely free. I guarantee you will love this. We have all these women or guys, depending, female guy, all these people, all these women. We have all these celebrities. We have all these whatever, or all the money, all the booze. There's no booze in heaven, that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
So they sell you. They do everything to bring you down. So you finally go into hell. You have the best of your life for 7 days. It's so amazing. And then 7 days is up. So the guy comes up to you, and the guy will be like, okay, so are you ready to commit to hell? And then you say, oh, hell yeah. So you sign whatever. And then the next day you walk into to hell, and then it's a bucket of spit and sweat and all this crap. And then you would be like, whoa, what is this? And then the agent would be like, well, yesterday you were a prospect, now you're a client. So that's the takeaway that
Right, yeah, it's something I talk about a lot. There's so much effort in organizations to get the new that you forget about who you already have. And so you got to be able to take care of both equally well. I know, attrition and people leaving is going to be a part of any natural or any business. But you always got to focus on the people that you already have too. Another chapter in this book focuses on what is your niche. And you're right here, in my opinion, this is a great example of a niche within the fitness business.
Yes, thank you. And I highly recommend that before anyone starts a business, ask the questions, why am I different? And of course, most people say, I'm different because I'm me, right? But everyone says the same thing, and which is some way true, but you need to somehow step away from the crowd. And I can give you an example besides us. There is an amazing gym that opened up a couple years ago, and they're doing amazingly. They've been featured so many times in New York City. It's Mark Fisher's gym, something like that it's called. But the point why I'm saying this because you go into this gym, it's very high-end, you pay lots of money to train, but you get amazing results. However, it's the weirdest place you've ever been in your life. The trainers wear these crazy outfits, unicorn costumes, and all these things, and it's just a crazy atmosphere, and people eating it up and loving it. It's just being
It's all about the niche, and so it brings up another one, the Orange Theory Fitness and their unique fitness model. And I remember the first time I heard about it, I didn't know it was a gym. I thought it was some type of a drink or something. Orange Theory, and I've been fortunate enough to talk with Terry Blaychek on the program. But yeah, niches in fitness definitely go a long way, and you're seeing it right here with Daniel Neary with 4U Fitness. This is all over Europe, and you've brought it to the United States. Talk about what's happened so far in the United States and your location and what the outlook for this business is.
It's so the reason why we started pretty slow is because a couple of reasons. One, we needed FDA. We had to go through the whole process. It took about 3.5 years. Once we did that, we were finally able to say that, hey, we have this, and now come try us. That was about 1.5 years ago. So until then, we were just setting up the right business model that we wanted to have. And so it took about 3-4 years. And if I would have this book, by the way, like 5 years ago, I would have saved lots of money, countless hours, days, and I would probably look a lot younger.
Well, you're looking pretty young to me anyways. How old are you?
28.
How much?
28.
28. Well, you're by no means old. I'm 39, by the way. So, well, we got to wrap up an interview. Very inspiring, and talks about the power of a niche, the power of what a book will do, and from $150 to his name to a multi-million-dollar brand in fitness business, 4U Fitness. Go to 4u-fitness.com. And also, you can pick up the book at fitbizbook.com. So, Daniel, thank you so much. Good discussion today.
Thank you very much.
And he is, again, founder and CEO of 4U Fitness, customized personal training. Also, learn more about us over at tampabayradio.com. And we'd love to hear your story, too. So, visit tbsinterview.com for more information. And please subscribe to us on iTunes and on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube simply by going to thatyoutubechannel.com. You've been listening to the all-new That Business Show 2.0 with Jamie Meloni, where business becomes show business.